the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
After all of the turnover woes that they had last.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? Hey, come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against...
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Franklin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gardner. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throw here, that's complete. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Franklin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franklin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
From the gun on 3rd down. Franklin escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. Now they'll pitch it out here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franklin completes it to Douglas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's 15-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Try to run this one in, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback,
His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got. And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, the penalty takes him all the way back to the 12. You don't see many 2-point conversions that go in from the 12, do you? No, you really don't, but in a strange way, it actually opens up the field a little bit, maybe expands what you can call on offense, and they took advantage of it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
After the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Shifts by him. Oh, big hole left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens add on. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off play action. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He juked him. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun, Franklin, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Franklin. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Rosas good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And a give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson is going to let this one go deep.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Gardner. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have to happen.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall.
And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Back to throw. Franklin. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jackson, off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, You become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A nice little juke. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Oh, what a move. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Looking to throw. Franklin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chargers. Big play there. His third touchdown now on on the year. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now here's a carry heading left. And oh, he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. This will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the